Chapter 1. The Invitation. In the small, secluded town of Ravenwood, an ancient, crumbling mansion stood on the edge of a dense forest. Rumors of its haunted history spread far and wide, but few dared to approach. One stormy evening, a mysterious letter arrived at the doorstep of Claire Bennett, an adventurous historian with a taste for the unknown. The letter, written in an elegant flowing script, invited her to Ravenwood Manor to uncover the secrets hidden within its walls. Intrigued and unable to resist the call of adventure, Claire packed her bags and set off the next morning. Chapter 2. The arrival. As Claire approached the manor, she was struck by its foreboding presence. The towering structure was covered in ivy, and the windows seemed to watch her every move. The front door creaked open, revealing a grand but decaying interior. Dust particles floated in the dim light, and the air was thick with the scent of mildew and neglect. A man in his late 50s introduced himself as Thomas, the caretaker, and led Claire to her room. His cryptic remarks about the house's dark past only fueled her curiosity. Chapter 3. The first night. That night, Claire settled into her room, a lavish space that starkly contrasted the rest of the decaying manor. As she drifted off to sleep, she was jolted awake by whispers and the sound of footsteps echoing through the halls. Grabbing a flashlight, she ventured out to investigate. In the flickering beam of light, she caught glimpses of shadowy figures and heard distant, ghostly moans. The deeper she went into the manor, the more oppressive the atmosphere became. Suddenly, she stumbled upon a locked door with strange symbols etched into its wood. Chapter 4. The hidden journal. Determined to uncover the secrets of Ravenwood, Claire searched the manor for clues. In the dusty library, she discovered an old, leather-bound journal belonging to the manor's original owner, Lord Edgar Blackwood. The journal chronicled his descent into madness as he became obsessed with dark rituals and summoning otherworldly entities. The final entries mentioned a hidden room and a powerful artifact that could either save or doom anyone who found it. Claire knew she had to find this room and the artifact within. Chapter 5. The secret room. Using the clues from the journal, Claire located a hidden switch behind a bookshelf in the library. The switch revealed the concealed door leading to a narrow staircase descending into darkness. As she made her way down, the temperature dropped and an overwhelming sense of dread washed over her. At the bottom, she found a chamber filled with ancient tomes, bizarre artifacts, and an eerie altar. On the altar lay a crystal amulet pulsating with an unnatural light. Just as she reached for it, a cold hand grasped her shoulder. Chapter 6. The Caretaker's warning. Claire spun around to find Thomas standing behind her, his eyes wide with fear. He warned her that the amulet was the key to unleashing the dark forces bound within the manor. He explained that Lord Blackwood had made a pact with a malevolent entity, trapping its essence in the amulet. The symbols on the locked door upstairs were designed to keep the entity imprisoned. Thomas urged Claire to leave the amulet and the manor, but her curiosity and determination overpowered her fear. Chapter 7. A first encounter. That night, unable to resist the amulet's allure, Claire returned to the hidden chamber. As she lifted the amulet, a chilling wind swept through the room, extinguishing her flashlight. In the darkness, she felt a presence. An icy breath on her neck and whispering voices all around her. Panic set in as she tried to find her way out. When she finally reached the staircase, she was confronted by the apparition of Lord Blackwood, his eyes glowing with malevolence. He reached out to her and she barely escaped his grasp. Chapter 8. The Vanishing Townsfolk. The next morning, Claire discovered that several townsfolk had gone missing overnight. The atmosphere in Ravenwood grew tense, and the remaining residents eyed her with suspicion. Determined to put an end to the hauntings, she delved deeper into Blackwood's journal. She learned of a ritual that could seal the entity forever but required a blood sacrifice. Faced with an impossible choice, Claire sought out Thomas for guidance. Chapter 9. The Pact. Thomas revealed that he was the last in a line of caretakers bound to protect the secret of Ravenwood Manor. He confessed that his ancestors had aided Lord Blackwood in his dark pursuits and were cursed for their actions. Thomas offered to help Claire perform the ritual, but the cost would be his life. Torn between saving the town and sacrificing an innocent man, Claire struggled with her decision. Chapter 10. The final confrontation with Thomas's help, Claire gathered the necessary components for the ritual. As they prepared in the hidden chamber, the manor came alive with malevolent energy. Shadows writhed on the walls, and ghostly figures emerged, trying to stop them. Thomas began the incantation, but the entity, now fully awakened, attacked them with relentless fury. In a final act of courage, Thomas sacrificed himself, allowing Claire to complete the ritual. Chapter 11. The aftermath. As the ritual concluded, the amulet shattered, releasing a blinding light that consumed the dark entity. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, and the manor fell silent. Claire, shaken and exhausted, made her way out of the chamber. The townsfolk, now free from the curse, began to reappear, unaware of the horrors that had transpired. Ravenwood Manor, once a place of darkness and despair, became a symbol of redemption and hope. Chapter 12. Epilogue. A new dawn. Claire left Ravenwood, her heart heavy with the memories of what had occurred. She returned to her life, forever changed by the experience. The story of Ravenwood Manor became a legend, a tale of bravery and sacrifice passed down through generations. And though the shadows of the past were banished, the whispers of Ravenwood remain, a reminder of the thin veil between our world and the unknown.